All right, what's up, everybody? I think this is the fourth vlog, so doing good, going strong. Today I'm feeling a lot better because I actually got some sleep last night, and I think I should do some sort of scientific experiment to see how much sleep I need to feel like a high performer, because I do think that's important. But I have like zero data, and I've tried sleep trackers, and they just don't seem to work that well for me. And I'd be curious, what works for you in terms of sleep and sleep trackers and things like that. What have you tried? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I just did a great podcast yesterday with a millionaire from Australia who is blind and basically built his way up from the bottom on up to the point where has a multi-million-dollar business. He's a multi-millionaire himself. And a company's called Superstructures, by the way. You can look it up. Andrew Mortner is who I interviewed. And really great guy. That podcast is going to come out probably in a couple weeks. And it was really great capturing his story because it was one of those stories where you really think about, well, if somebody is that motivated and that jazzed to pursue a goal, to build a dream, to build the life that they want, then why can't I do it? And it's not to say that it's that lesson that nobody's really better than anybody else. We're all born with time, and that's the biggest, unifier out there. Excuse me. And it's what you do with the time that I think really matters. Not if you started out with a lot of money or had some sort of big advantage. So that was really cool interviewing that, and we spilled into performance coaching. And with performance coaching, it's about our performance. I guess it's performance coaching. What it is being a high performer and treating your job like a high performer. So one of his top pieces of advice for being motivated and being on the board of several companies, including the chairman of his own, is that he gets enough sleep, he eats the right amount of foods, the ones that are geared for his body. He doesn't overdo it with carbs or drinking and things like that. And he exercises every day. And so we talked about how important that is, and how you don't have to just be an athlete to be a high performer. You could actually treat your job like it's a sport and become a high performer in that way. So it got me thinking a lot about, what kind of product that Grits Are Great will develop, because I think it's going to be based on high performance coaching and high performance training. I've noticed that with myself. For me to have really successful days, it's about the nutrition I get, the exercise I get, and the amount of sleep I get. And all of those play individual roles into your overall performance. And so I think once we master that, we start to become massively productive, way more motivated to get things done, and to start living more positively and freely. So I really think that has a play in our lives. And that, if you're struggling with any of that motivation, sorry, I have to change hands, my other hand's getting tired. With motivation, just depression and things like that, you should start with your nutrition and your what you're eating and how you're exercising, and then see what changes from there. So just something to think about. And then you always have to risk, right? You always have to take those risks that are required, for success. Anything that you've ever gotten, you've had to risk for, I guarantee it. The things that you would really wanted, at least, whether it's a girlfriend, a relationship, whatever, a six-pack of abs, a lot of money, you've had to risk at some point. So, all right, I'm bouncing out. My arms are getting tired. I'll talk to you soon.